This video illustrates a new feature that we added in AdapTable 13 to styled columns. They're percent bars and gradient columns. And what we added is the ability for developers at design time or users at runtime, rather than having to give a fixed value for a range, you can now say column min or max. And that's particularly useful for when you don't know exactly what values you're going to have in the column, but you still want to set up a percent bar or gradient column. So let me show you how that works. So if we open our settings panel and we go into styled column, let's do a new one. Let's first do a gradient column and let's do open issues. So now you can see it's giving me the col min and the col max automatically, but if I hard code these, and now I choose another color, then as values change, they will automatically get changed and the column will automatically get done. This is particularly useful, of course, where you have multiple ranges. So if you were to say to create one on issue change, now in fact AdapTable already sees that it's got minuses, so it nudges you to say, do you want a -1 and do you want a +1, and we will. But instead of using the hard-coded -45 and 63, which are the current values in the column, we will say col min and col max. And as I say, at design time, that's particularly useful because obviously you've got no idea what the minimum and maximum values will be, and AdapTable works out each time it renders each cell. And here, let's now do a reverse gradient, and now you can see that, for instance, you'll see it better here if I do it, that it not only does it create the gradients, but it will automatically do it, and then as values change, the gradient will change. And finally, you can do the same obviously for percent bars also. So if this time I was say to create a percent bar, and I was to create it on the GitHub stars column, again, we're looking here at runtime and we know that the lowest value is 0 and the highest value is 191, but obviously that can change and you might not know that at design time. So again, you can say I want to do col min, I want to do col max, let's make that brown, and then it would create that percent bar for you. And obviously, like all things, you can edit the percent bar. So in fact, you can say I also want to see a cell value and maybe even a percent value, and I want a back color of grey. And now there's now a percent bar, and it's giving us the bar, and it's telling us, in fact, it doesn't look so good with a back color when you've got all that text. So if we get rid of that, you'll probably be able to see it better. Here we are. So you can see that one here is 100% because that's the biggest value, and that's 0% because in fact that actually is the lowest value, so it's actually working beautifully. So there we are. We're using col min to col max. And AdapTable is constantly getting the minimum max value from that column, it's caching it, and then as things change, it will update all these styled columns for you. So that's a small addition that we added to AdapTable 13. As always, if you'd like to know more about what AdapTable offers, please get in touch and we'll be very happy to hear from you. Thanks for watching.